I don't recall saying anything, or even hanging up. I flung myself down the stairs of the apartment wearing only pajama pants and a t-shirt. No shoes. I burst out of the door and bolted to the car. I was fully engulfed in an irrepressible rage. Everything in me was churning and pumping and boiling. All reason and restraint were lost to it. I was about to do something I wouldn't be able to undo. Bullets and blood and death. I gave myself over to the idea. The scene from the night when I was 7 years old kept replaying in my mind. Me, waking up to him pushed up behind me, his arms locked around me, my underwear down around my thighs. The weight of the guilt and grieving that followed. The years of his bullying designed to keep me from telling, and the years of questioning my role in his betrayal. It was that betrayal, I believed, that had first caused a curiosity about guys to bleed into my attraction to girls. My lost innocence had to be avenged. My conflict had to be quelled. That is why he had to die. That is why I had to kill him. I was convinced that if I removed him from the world, the part of me that I despised would go with him. A second wrong would restore me to right. 1. The house with no steps. The first memory I have in the world is of death and tears. That is how I would mark the beginning of my life, the way people mark the end of one. My family had gathered at Papa Joe's house because Mom Grace was slipping away. Only I didn't register it that way. For some reason, I thought it was her birthday. Papa Joe was my great-grandfather. Mom Grace was his laid-up wife who passed the days in a hospital bed squeezed into their former den, looking out through a large picture window that faced the street, watching the world she was leaving literally pass her by. We were in the living room when he called to us. "I think she about to go." I didn't know what that meant. I thought it was time to give her a gift. With that, my family filed into her room, surrounding her with love. Their hearts were heavy. Mine, though, was light. I thought we were about to give her something special. They knew something special was about to be taken away. She peacefully drew her last breath as her head tilted, and she fell still. No dramatic death rattle, no fear-tinged soliloquy, no last-minute confession. Like a raft pushed gently from the shore, she drifted quietly from now into forever. A beautiful life, beautifully surrendered. But I recorded it differently. I thought she turned to see a gift that wasn't there, and that something went tragically wrong in the turning. When Mom Grace left the room, she took the air with her. No one could breathe. They could only scream. My mother was overcome. She ran from the house, and I ran behind her. She threw herself to the ground near the hog pen, wailing, her back rocking against it. I shooed the hogs away as they tried to lap at her hair. I was too young to know what it meant to die, but tears I knew. Sorrow flooded out of my mother like a dam had broken. It was one, though, that she would soon rebuild, taller and stronger than it had been. As a child, I would never see her cry again. I spent most of my life believing my 3-year-old's version of what happened that day, until as an adult I recounted.